Perfect Stitch Viewer is an icon viewer or a thumbnailer, some people call it, but it basically shows embroidery files as little images. And so when we install Perfect Stitch Viewer, you just go to the folder that the files are located that you want to view. So like mine are under my C dime designs, and then I've got embroidery designs in all of these different folders. So I'll just pick something here. So like these designs here, we can see that they show up as little images. And if the consumer installs this and it's not working, most of the time they have it in kind of this list view here. So it just shows the details of the design. So if they go to their extra large icons, then it shows up as images. So that's the main function of the software, and the reason that the majority of people want it, because there's nothing in Windows or your Mac operating system that allows you to see stitch files as images. The thing to remember with this program is that if they do have them stored on a cloud drive, it won't display. It has to be local to their hard drive or on a USB stick or a CD-ROM. But it does come with free designs. These free designs are automatically installed in that same folder path, the C dime designs, a Perfect Stitch Viewer free design. So those were the previous ones. And then we recently added these fun new little sewing notions. So all of those designs come free. Now, even though the consumer doesn't have to do anything with the software to view their designs, they just go to the folders, make sure it's on large icons. But it does actually turn on additional features in Embroidery Toolshed. So when you install Perfect Stitch Viewer and they actually open up their Embroidery Toolshed, they actually have this second row of icons here, which actually allows them to edit some designs. So if I just go to something that would work, so maybe like this one here, this design would come in grouped, and if they're in the free Embroidery Toolshed, they could not edit it. But because I have Perfect Stitch Viewer features, it actually turns on the ungroup feature, which is actually very powerful, because then that means I can actually edit this design by deleting some of the parts and pieces. Whereas with our free program, you can't do. So it does give some capabilities. It also, let me undo this. Another fun thing that the customers like, the print catalog feature allows them to print actual PDFs of the files that are in a folder. They select the entire folder and it just prints all those little images, which is really powerful. A lot of our customer base really likes paper still, and so they like to print out what's on a USB stick. Another great feature is the design analysis, showing the details of the each color. And then the statistics showing the stitch length in each range, the percentage of that, and then the time in which it's going to take to stitch that out if you've got this set up to your machine's speed. But it also allows them to, because they're inside the free Embroidery Toolshed, of course, they can rotate and change the colors, merge two designs together, things like that. So primarily the icon viewer to view their files is what they're purchasing it for. Right, absolutely. Any embroidery machine format, but also SVG files as well. So SVG and FCM, which are artwork files that we also use in our software. So here's the VP3 viewing those formats, but yeah, artwork files as well, which is also really powerful because a lot of other people's viewer doesn't do the artwork files.
Awesome.
Yeah. So the Mac actually is better at remembering what the consumer has selected than the Windows. I feel like you have to set like your global settings in Windows for this to stay. But on the Mac, they change it kind of on the fly and it stays. And so whatever they had it set to last, and they have the little image at the top. When they choose the icon view on their Mac, it generally will stay there for all of their files and folders. It's under options. So when you're in this view and under options, then they can set under view to change their global settings to if you always want to view it as icons or list. But that's going to do it for every folder on their entire computer when they do that.